Good morning, good morning, good morning, and welcome to Power Nap Live. It is 10 o'clock somewhere. It is definitely not 10 o'clock where I am, but that's because I'm on vacation, y'all. Y'all know me. I take vacation very seriously, but I knew that even though I was on vacation and even though I wanted you to be on vacation, that I needed to still show up for you guys today. So I'm doing that. I'm going to wait a couple seconds for a few more people to hop on, and then we're going to get started this morning. Y'all, I'm coming straight to you, okay, from a house that smells like sunscreen. It's giving luxury. It's giving I'm relaxing. Okay. So that's exactly what we're doing this morning. I'm gonna give a couple more seconds because of course this is live. So I'm gonna give a couple more seconds for a few more people to jump on. If you see random people walking in the background, it's my family. So that's okay. That's exactly what I'm doing. So we decided to just take a little trip for we typically do that. When I was growing up, we would travel quite a bit as a family in July, specifically around July 4th. Okay. Now, not necessarily a celebratory thing, but that's just when, summer would be. So we would be traveling then. And that would always kind of be a perfect time to be able to do that. So if you're here this morning, go ahead and drop something in the chat so that I know you're here. And let's talk. Okay, so I talked about that I'm on vacation. Okay, I'm vacationing like I mean it. Resting like I mean it, strategic resting like I mean it. Okay. And so, like I said, I had to pop in so I can make sure that we still got our energy boost for this week because rest is not something that you earn. Okay. We talk about that all the time. Rest is not something that you earn, but I'm going to chat a little bit, and then I think it would be cool if we walk around just a little bit, and I'll show you kind of where we're staying, and yeah. So listen, because it's incredibly important for us, especially as leaders, right, to realize that rest is not something that we earn. It's the thing that we build on, right? My entire time that I was here, that I was, even though I was enjoying time with family, hitting the pool. Okay, if you're from Memphis, then if you jump in the pool real hard, it's called slicing. I did not slice, y'all. I don't think I still got the sliced knees for all of that. However, I did get in the pool quite a bit. I got a little tan. I don't know if y'all can see. Your girl is 10 to 10 10. I'm a candy coated caramel now, okay? I was just regular. Y'all, I spent so much time outside these last few days that look, Willie said slice it up. Absolutely. Okay. Like like a lemon. Like a watermelon. I was out there in the pool. I don't know how they conned me into getting in there. I did not intend to do that. I intended to be cute by the pool, maybe take a couple photos by the pool, but I did not really intend to really get myself off into that water. But I was in there, y'all. I was in there swimming, backstroking. So now hold on, because I don't need y'all out here not knowing that I can swim, okay? Like swim. Okay, my parents was like real serious about them swimming lessons when I was coming up. And so your girl can swim. I can also float too. We were having such an interesting discussion about that um here with my family because evidently so most people are supposed to be able to float, and I guess it has something to do with the density of your bones. So I can float, but none of them can. That's wild. So I'm good. Okay. I will save you if I need to. Now, don't put me in a situation where I have to do that, but you know what I'm saying. Anyway, so yes. So I just wanted us to kind of really focus on the fact that rest is something that we build on, right? Because I was resting, because I was spending time not necessarily in my daily grind, I was able to think through complex things, think about next moves, think about the things that I want to do to scale and build my business. And that is important when we think about rest. Okay. So today's power nap is really just a check-in. Because like I told you, I'm here on vacation. So I'm not gonna stay here the whole we may not have a 30-minute complete show today, but I do want us to do a vibe check on how you're living, a vibe check on how you're leading right now. So I want you to let me know in the chat, just or just shout it out into the universe, whatever the case is. Are you due for a break? Like, are you someone who's like, right now, oh my gosh, I need a break? Or on the other side of the spectrum, are you like, no, Erin, I'm locked in, I've been resting on purpose? Or are you somewhere in between? So I want to know in the chat, just go ahead and drop it in there. Are you overdue for a break? Are you resting on purpose? Or are you somewhere in between? So give me I see some folks in the chat. Hey, good morning, Fred. Good to see you. Willie, as always, is in the comments. I see a couple more people. So let me know. Are you overdue for a break? Are you resting on purpose? What does that look like? And as we have folks drop those into the comments, I just want you to say wherever you are. Okay, wherever you are, whether you're someone who's overdue for a break, whether you're someone who's resting on purpose. I've got someone who said, I'm on the couch right now, wrapped up, tied up, tangled up in this couch. He said, I got stuff to do, but today is the day of rest. Absolutely. I've got Erica, who is somewhere in between. And like I said, y'all, I'm here, of course, with family. So if you hear stuff in the background, that's a part of resting too, okay? But perfect. So listen, wherever you are, it's important for us not to just wait on a crisis to slow down. Okay. Because oftentimes we got hit. That's exactly what my months has been like, a little longer than that, honestly. Every time I would go, ooh, I'm gonna this next weekend I'm gonna have to rest, or this weekend I'm gonna have to do this, then something would happen that would displace that rest for me, if that makes sense. And so if I'm not someone who's instituting, like Willie said, he's on the couch right now, if there's not moments that I'm weaving that into my everyday week, then when I get thrown off by not having a weekend that I plan to rest, then that can have such a negative impact on the rest of the things that I'm doing, right? It feels like you never catch up. So really looking for actionable ways to put that mini strategic rest into the stuff that you're doing is paramount. It's so important and vital to us as leaders, so that we have what we want. So here's the thing, right? So I told you guys I'm on vacation, and in just a little bit, I'll take you out by the pool so you can feel like you're on vacation too, okay? Even if you're on your couch, like some folks said. But even vacation sometimes reminds you of those leadership lessons. So the way that you vacation really says a lot about how you lead, okay? If you can't sit still, that's a red flag. Are you somebody that goes on vacation and you're always constantly like moving, doing things, blah, 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 whatever the case is? That can be a red flag that you need to relax. Are you feeling guilty? Are you feeling really guilty about the vacation when you're there? Then that's a pattern that needs to be broken, right? Around what leadership looks like for you and what rest looks like for you. Because I've said this 100 times. To me, the guilt should not be from resting. It should really be feeling guilty that you're not showing up rested, right? Because imagine what people are missing out on, the version of you that people are missing out on, the clarity from you that people are missing out on, even the confidence from you that people are missing out on when you don't show up as a strategically rested individual, right? You're just missing things. There's things that fall in the gap when you're doing that. So we want to make sure that we're doing that. It should feel, if it starts for you, like if you're someone who's vacationing, right, and it starts to feel amazing doing nothing, then that's progress. I want you to get to that place, right? Because even sometimes when we feel like we're doing nothing, we're not. Even though I was in the pool, even though I was relaxing, even though I was eating delicious food, okay? Y'all, we had a phenomenal caterer bring in the food because Erin was not cooking, okay? So even during all of those pieces, it freed up my mind to be able to think about more complex things, to think about the show, to think about so many pieces that I'm able to show up in a better space because of that. Okay. So vacation really does point out to you so many things about your leadership, about who you are. I used to plan my rest like a military operation, okay, like out here serious business. But now I really treat it like a priority. It really is a priority for me because when leaders don't rest, everyone around them pays the price. I had a client the other day, and she was talking about how one of the things that she wanted to stop doing was that she's so unrested that when she gets home, she would walk in the door and be like, oh, like the kids are talking to me or different things like that. And as we were talking, it became clear to her that she was like, these are the people that I need to be well for. I don't want to have given all of myself out in the world, and then I'm walking in and folks are, sad. They don't even want to see me because I'm so grumpy when I come in. So we started to work on behaviors that allow her to feel more rested throughout the day, so that when she walked in, she was excited to see her children. She was excited to greet her spouse or whoever it was when she got out of that car. Because sometimes we be sitting in that car trying to get our lives together, okay, before you go inside. And that's okay. That may be a form of rest. If you're someone who sits in the car for a little bit, let me know in the chat, okay? Who sits in the car before you go inside? I know some people who don't even have people inside their house and they still sit inside the car. And that's okay. That is a form of rest, right? But is it for you to run from something else that maybe you haven't figured out a way to feel more rested in that space? Or is it really one that you're using in order to be rested? That's an important conversation that you need to have with yourself. Because again, when leaders because when leaders do not rest, y'all, when leaders do not rest, everyone around them pays. They pay, and not in a good way. Their family does. Hey, yes, absolutely. I got some folks who are sitting in that car. So, Erica said, I'm a car sitter. Tamara said yes, absolutely. Emily said yes. Oh, hey, my mama's on today. She's here. That's so funny. But anyway, so she said, me and Harley sit in the car after a grocery run. It's hard out there. It is. Sometimes you just need that moment. And even those car sits, even that, right, is you taking a proactive step in order to calm yourself, to center yourself before you do your next move. And that's what strategic rest is all about, because even during that, you may be thinking about what's next. What do I need to do? So you're prioritizing even in that piece, right? So looking for those small microwaves to take care of yourself, not microwaves. I'm hungry. No, I'm just kidding. But microwaves in order to take care of yourself, okay? So let me show you a little bit about how strategic rest is showing up for me on this trip. I'm gonna just walk around a little bit and show you guys a little bit of the house, and then we'll see if there's any questions. And then I'm rolling out. Oh, Willie said you are speaking today. I've been teaching what keeps your light on to clients lately. Oh, I love that. What keeps your light on? What does keep your light on? I don't think people think a whole lot about that, right? And that there is work that has to be had. You don't keep your light on by not paying. I don't know free lights. Anybody got free lights? If you got free electricity, let us know how you have hacked the system, okay? Because we want to know that too. It takes it takes you paying, right, in order for you to have the lights in your house, to have the lights that illuminate so that you can see, right? But if we're not willing to make deposits into it, then how do we have that light? Y'all crazy. So Erica in the comments said, Miss Loretta, we ready for the tour. If you remember where that's from, put it in the chat, okay? But so let's do that. I'm gonna give me 2 seconds. I'm gonna see if I can put us on go mode, okay? Let me see if I can get in here. I'm gonna try to use my cell phone to do this. I have not done this before, so we're gonna see if I can make that happen. Um, let's try to do this. I'm gonna make this the nap cam, okay? And then we're gonna walk around for just a second. Let me see. Oh, okay, hold on. I see some things happening. Perfect. Oh, that ankle was not cute. Okay, we need to get our lives together. Okay, you guys, I'm going to now let me see if I did all that, but I don't know if I can flip the camera. Hold on. I might have to walk y'all like this. I don't want to know what y'all are seeing. Okay, I'm gonna hit mute on this one real quick. Come on, you better show us an example of your stretch goals. Okay, hold on. Okay, are y'all here? Can you hear me? If you can hear me, let me know in the chat. Let me look at the chat on here so I can know. See my comments coming in. Okay, I think that y'all can see. Give me a thumbs up if you can see. Okay, yes, I knew the other. Yeah, perfect. Okay, all right, let's go. Okay, we're taking a walking tour today. Now, y'all, I love y'all because I don't really be out here just walking for anybody. Okay, so, yeah. Oh, hold on. Yeah, no, we should be good, right? Okay, perfect. All right, let's go. Now, this is going to be a little weird because I thought I would be able to flip my camera around a little more, but it seems like I can't. So you guys can hear me too, right? For a walk away, let me make sure that you guys can hear me. I think so. Awesome. Okay. Perfect. Yes, thumbs up. Thank you, Erica. I appreciate that. Okay, you guys. So we are in the living space here. So I have, of course, you can see y'all. Okay, don't make fun of me, but I wanted to set my I wanted to set my laptop up on something so that it will be a little higher. And I told my husband to find me something in here to do that. Why did he bring me a toaster, y'all? So I'm about to embarrass myself and show y'all this. Why is my laptop? Sometimes with rest, you just got to figure it out, okay? Right? Because I was not going to be thinking hard or complexly about what we were going to do. So, y'all, I have my laptop literally set up on this toaster. Okay, anyway, so let's go. All right, so we're going to go outside for just a little bit so that, like I said, you guys, we can share a little bit of this sunshine. So we've got... Okay, girl, she done told us the sliding doors open, okay? Now, hopefully I don't lose you on this good government Wi-Fi. Okay. So anyway, let's head on outside. I'm gonna take you guys by the pool. So while I'm doing this, I'm gonna try to be a little more quiet because I want you to visualize yourself out here. What could this mini strategic rest look like for you? So just take a second, try to pretend that it's you sitting by the pool, that it's you outside this beautiful day, listening to the bugs make noise as they do, the flowers in the trees, thinking about picking an orange off that orange tree. Maybe one of those seats over there is yours, or maybe in the cabana. I don't know. But I want you to just think about what intentional rest needs to look like for you. For you, it may not need to look like this, right? For me, it's important that it does look a little luxurious. Okay, I'm not gonna lie to you, right? But for you, it may just be, like I said, that sit in the car. Maybe it's a walk in the park. Maybe it's that cruise that you've been putting off. Okay. What is it? What do you need in order to feel rested in this season for yourself? I'm going to look in the comments real quick. Look, come on, behind the scenes of greatness. People, absolutely, right? Absolutely. Now, y'all, this is live. It's always live. So let me know if there's something else that you want to see. I might take you through the kitchen. I don't know how crazy it looks in there, but I'm gonna give 2 more seconds. Again, what do you need in this season to feel rested? Is it to just go to your local wherever and hop in somebody's hot tub? Okay. You tell me. But whatever it is, I want you to create space for it. It doesn't have to be a holiday weekend. It doesn't have to be something big, but it does need to be intentional, right? You do need to be creating space for it. It doesn't need to be expensive. We always think that I feel most rested is when I'm doing something that doesn't necessarily cost anything. It's just taking those quiet moments, turning the TV off, right? Not necessarily feeling like I have to catch up on every last thing on Netflix, just sitting and being peaceful, okay? So anyway, walking here into the kitchen, we've got my husband back there, a little bit of this little couch I spent quite a bit of time taking a nap on during my strategic rest. And so, even though I talk about quite often how rest is not just sleep, sometimes it is. Have you figured out how to just be, how to just rest? All right, I'm headed back to my toaster setup. Y'all don't tell nobody about the toaster, okay? Don't judge. Chef, don't judge. Okay, I'm gonna take y'all off a nap cam. Oh. Let's see. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. Whew, we're back. How y'all feeling? Do you feel a little rested? I feel like I was moving around a lot. But I hope that even in the scenery, it reminded you what rest could look like for you. Is it snow? Is it taking that beach vacation that you've been putting off? Is it just looking for 5 minutes to sit in the dark and just breathe and to take a deep breath, right? Whatever it is, I want to not just encourage you, but implore you to really look for a way this week in order to do that, okay? So, your Power Nap Live reminder this week is that you don't need permission to rest. You do not need permission to rest. You can't be waiting on somebody to go, it's your turn to rest, because they're not. No one is going to come and tap you on your shoulder to tell you it's time for you to rest, right? We have good friends who may give us reminders, who may invite us along, but ultimately it is our job to find the space in order for us to rest. And you do not need permission to rest, but you do need a plan in order to be able to protect it, okay? It's so important for us to make sure that we're planning on how to protect the rest that allows for us to be our best selves. Okay. So this week, in honor of a little bit of luxury, okay, I want you to give yourself one luxury moment this week. Okay, something small, but I want you to pick something sacred, and you don't have to explain it to anyone, but I want you to give yourself one luxury thing this week. Okay, and luxury means different things to different people. So whatever makes you feel luxurious, is it an extra bottle cap of bubble bath when you take a bath this week? Is it buying sparkling water instead of just regular water? Is it upsizing your daily coffee? Whatever it is, I want you to be intentional about having a luxury moment this week. That, and in that, I want you you to find some rest, to think about how that made you feel and how you showed up differently after you did and gifted yourself that experience. Okay. All right, folks, I cannot believe it. But I'm headed back to vacation. Okay, I still have a little bit of time on my vacation clock, and so I intend to take it. But I'm so glad that I got the opportunity to pop up here with you guys. I'm glad that we got to test out the nap cam. So definitely I'll have more experiences like that coming up in the future. But until next time, you guys make good decisions, and I want you to rest like you mean it. All right, I'll see you guys back here next Sunday, same time, 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. I'll see you on YouTube. I'll see you on Facebook. Make sure that you share, like, subscribe. Tell somebody that you watched this and this girl took y'all around her vacation house this weekend so that they want to watch too. Okay, if you're watching this on Facebook, make sure you go over to YouTube. I'll try to drop the link in the chat so that you can subscribe on there, because soon I'll only have this on YouTube, and then I'll be turning it into a podcast so that people can listen when they're walking or doing different things like that. So it won't be on Facebook for much longer. So I need for you, so that you don't lose me, so you know where to find me, you head over to Power Nap Live over on YouTube, click the subscribe button, and share it with a few people so that they also know where I'm at too. All right, you guys, it is that time. I will see you again next week. Like I said, make good decisions and rest like you mean it. Bye, you guys. See you next week.